Hey peeps, welcome back. We're talking The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 14, Episode 5. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. All right now peeps, I just got finished watching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Before we get into the show, well, Karen Huger update. She was found guilty on all charges except for the reckless driving. Her sentencing is on January the 29th, and she is facing possibly 2 years in jail. I'm going to tell you right now, I am a fan of Karen. I really am, but they released some of the evidence from the trial, some of the body cam footage, some of the footage from her interrogation, and I'm sorry, it's deplorable. It's pretty disgusting. I am totally 1000% against people drinking and driving. This lady was absolutely wasted. I do mean lit the fuck up. I don't know how she was able to actually turn the car on. She was so damn drunk. She was slurring. She was out of control with these officers. I'm sorry. I have absolutely no sympathy for Karen. Someone could have gotten hurt or killed. She could have killed herself or the innocent person who was just trying to get home or trying to get to work, or some mom who was out with her children. This is awful. And the fact that she was that impaired, and this is not the first time but the second time, she really does need to humble herself and take accountability and responsibility for this. And if I was Karen and I knew about this body cam footage, there is no way in hell I'm taking this to trial. I am reaching out to my attorney and asking him to beg the prosecutor for some sort of plea deal. I would not have wanted any of this shit to be out in the public. But you know the old saying about pride cometh before the fall? This is crazy as hell. In the footage, in which I have the footage, but I decided not to post it. It's all over social media. It's everywhere. It was really ridiculous. She told one of the officers, and I quote, "You are poor and white. I am really rich, and I'll stay in jail for a year or two." You know what? You could possibly be in jail for up to 2 years. And the judge saw that. It's possible that he might say, well, all right, rich woman, you can go ahead and stay in jail for those 2 years then. Then she says to the police officer, "Do you know who I am?" And she refers to herself as the Grand Dame. And then she tells him that she doesn't know why, but Andy Cohen calls her that. And then she goes on to tell the man that she's Thomas Jefferson's concubine and that she's black and Russian. What? Listen, I'm sorry. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You said it yourself, even while you were drunk, that you're really rich. Your really rich, drunk ass should have gotten an Uber, a Lyft, called a friend, stayed the hell where you were. Okay, she says that she was going through things. She was sad about the loss of her parents. She was sad about the state of her relationship with Ray. I get it. I get it. But no, ma'am, that is no excuse for this. I mean, she was a wreck. And I do have to give a shout out to Ray, because Ray showed up on the scene. He was supportive. He was there. He was next to her, trying to talk to the police for her. At one point, when the cop was trying to get her out of the cop car and she's stumbling all over the place, she says, "Oh God, I'm lit." Yeah, we know. Too damn lit to have been behind the damn wheel. I mean, seriously. The cop was talking to her about something and she says, "What's your point, sir?" "I'm sorry. It's not you. I'm drunk. I'm extremely intelligent." She's saying this to him while she's slumped over. Girl, listen, I hope that Andy will hold your spot when they send you into jail. And all I can think about was them in that picnic scene when she was screaming across the yard talking about clankety clank, clankety clank. That might be you. I'm just saying, you never know. Damn it. You guys get down in the comments and let me know what you think about this. I really cannot get down with drunk driving. I really cannot. Let's get into the episode. So Jennifer Tilly, she's at her house and she's talking to one of her friends and she orders a drink for her Tiffany doll. She says, just give her half a glass of wine. I said, what? She is too damn much. She really is. We find out that the Tiffany, the little doll, is wearing a dress that's $4,500. I said, I never even dreamed of ordering a dress for $4,500. And when I think about it, if I go and look in my closet and I put all my dresses together, I don't even know if they add up to $4,500. Anyway, it is not about me being poor. Her doll has a dress for $4,500. Anyway, she asked her friend Jeff to pretend that he's the butler when Kyle comes to the door. And she flexes her Simpson money, lets us know that she owns a place in Las Vegas because she is a professional poker player, her and her boyfriend. She also has a haunted beach house in Malibu, but she doesn't go there that often because she said the ghost doesn't like her. No, ma'am. Absolutely not. You better get Pastor Anderson over there so he can pray it the hell out of there. I bet you I wouldn't be paying no mortgage somewhere where the ghost don't want me to be. She also says that she owns the two houses in Bel Air next to each other. One is her house where she lives and sleeps. The house where Tiffany is her playhouse. I said, all right, rich woman. And Kyle acting as if she was so freaked out about that doll. I said, girl, shut up. Leave Tiffany alone. That's the house Tiffany built. She done made a shit ton of money off of Chucky. I'm just saying. Kyle is hosting her first party without Mauricio, and she's calling it Denim and Diamonds. And I said, I feel like we've heard that before. I could have sworn, and I could be wrong because my memory sucks, but I thought that over on Potomac that Candace had a party with the theme Denim and Diamonds. Or Diamonds and Denim. But I could be wrong. I don't know. My memory is a mess. Going through the motions, should I say that it's Mauricio's, it's Kyle's place, the Umansky's place? Girl, who gives a shit? The invitation came from you. It's going to be at your house. Just say that. Kyle says that she feels better after her and Dorit's conversation. She says she feels as if they've taken several steps forward, even though they still have to have a conversation later. Sutton tries to bring it around to her, talking about her and Dorit's situation. But in my opinion, Sutton brought that shit on herself. You just sat down a couple of nights earlier, having side conversations with Erica at dinner about Dorit and Kyle. Then the next day, all of a sudden, you got your damn ribbon and your long-winded speech about sisterhood and being together and close and all this shit. Then the very next day, you and your damn vodka orange juice sitting on the Sprinter van causing problems. Erica and Kyle were talking a little side conversation at the table, and you should just stay the hell out of it. You just said that you wanted to bring each other closer. Why are you bringing this up? Bringing this up is not going to bring you guys closer, right? And then you raise your voice, Dorit raises her voice, but then you have a problem. No, ma'am. Now, I'm going to tell you up front, I am a huge fan of Sutton. I really do like her, but right now, I am not Team Sutton. I think Sutton overstepped. You're doing too damn much, and that's just my opinion. I want to know what your opinion is. Get down in the comments, peeps, and let me know. I will say this, in Sutton's confessional, with her black dress, her hair and makeup, she was looking gorgeous. I thought she looked great. Kyle did ask her, why did you bring that up? And she said that she wanted to bring it up because they're in this sisterhood and everybody should be able to just say what they want to say right out front. There shouldn't be any talking behind each other's back. Listen, I don't know what happened between one night and the next, but I think you were doing that just to be messy. Share what's going on in your real life now. Get the hell out of everybody else's for a change. You're going to have to start showing a little more, Sutton. You are not about to use Kyle and Dorit's and Erica's side conversation as your storyline. So then all of a sudden Jennifer Tilly's clock goes off and they're all staring and looking around and acting as if they've never heard a clock toll. Nobody has an old-fashioned bell tolling, too much noise, bonging for every hour clock. What the hell is this about? They're acting like her house is haunted. She already said the Malibu house is haunted. Now that's the house you act a fool at, not this one. Erica stops by Dorit's house. And Dorit says, oh, I made us some water. I laughed so damn hard. Erica said, you made water? I thought that was funny as hell, but you know, she had cut up some mint and lemons and put it in the picture. Thank you. Then she lets Erica know that she has not spoken to PK in 2 weeks. And I said, listen, that man is done. And he was very serious when he told her at that meeting, we're not going to be talking every day. We don't need to keep this codependent relationship up. Dorit, girl, you better go on and get you a lawyer and file before he gets a chance to. That man has probably hid all the money. I don't think that they should have to talk every single day, but they do have small children. So I think that they should be in some sort of communication. Even if they have to get a third party involved to relay messages, these kids are really small. It's not like these kids are anywhere from 13 to 17 and they can just reach out and call daddy when they feel like it. I think that they need to have more conversations, at least, check-ins. Going 2 weeks with small kids? So Erica and Dorit talk about bows, and they are absolutely huge fans of bows, and I am too. They show a flashback of Erica and Bows talking, and Erica tells her, and I agree 1000%, that she does not need to soften her edges for anybody. And that is straight facts. You should be you no matter where you are. Now, I do realize from time to time we might have to switch up depending if it's at a work event or something like that. You may have to switch up the way you speak, but you should still be able to be you. I don't think that she should change for these girls, not one bit. If they show you respect, you show them respect. If they get disrespectful, you give them the same energy. But you should always be able to be yourself no matter where you are. And I also agreed with Dorit and Erica when they talked about Sutton bringing up this information on the bus. And she says, yes, she raised her voice, so I raised her voice. She did not have to do that. And Erica says, yes, Kyle and I did have a little side conversation. She said, but everybody does it. And what was I supposed to do? Scream it across the table? That's not what she said last night. I thought about it and I said, if that was me and my group of friends, we might have did the same thing. We may have looked at each other and said, now, that's not what she said last night. But at the same time, we wouldn't have been afraid to say it out loud either. We would not have been afraid to say it to the person, girl, that is not what you said last night. Okay, in this situation, we would have been wrong. Like Garcel and Kyle and Erica, they were all loud and wrong. Dorit never once said that she was not friends with Teddy. She said, we are just not close. They were all wrong. Sutton didn't have to bring that up, though. Later, we find out that Sutton and her assistants, at the request of Garcel, have rented a U-Haul. Sutton was dressed up like Rosie the Riveter and driving the damn U-Haul. That was not on my bingo card. It really wasn't. And when she showed up and Garcel said she was dressed like Rosie the Riveter, I said I thought it was just me, but she really was. They were taking items to Garcel's beach house. And Sutton says that her assistant, she said, he may not look like he can carry a lot, but he can. And he's on that Olympia. I said, okay, Ozempic, Olympia. A shout out to Garcel. Her beach house is absolutely beautiful. And the thing that's so great about it is she did it on her own. She built it the exact way she wanted it. And she has a real rags to riches story. She came from Hades with nothing and made a life for herself and a life for her children. And her house was beautiful. I thought it was great. And Sutton was saying how proud of her she is, how well deserved this is for Garcel, and how Garcel is inspiration for her. I like Sutton and Garcel's friendship. I did laugh when you saw Sutton's assistant downstairs on Garcel's porch swing, laid out, having a drink. I said, oh gosh, and eavesdropping. Then when Garcel makes that comment about Dorit, when she said Dorit may not have been a part of her burglary, but someone did, like someone was, and she thought that Dorit might be in the wrong place at the wrong time. People might be upset about that comment, but seriously, how many people thought that though? How many people thought that Dorit and PK might be behind this? And just think about it. Is it possible that PK could be behind this? They say that they don't have any money. They're out of money. They're foreclosing on their house. We're always hearing these stories about their financial woes every single year. Is it possible that PK could have staged this robbery so that they could, fence these clothes or get rid of these jewelry and all this stuff? Is it possible? It is. I'm not saying that that's what happened. I can't say that. I would be, wrong to say that's what happened. So all of this is alleged, but I can't blame Garcel for saying that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Erica, she is still meeting with her therapist. I said, thank God, that woman needs to be with a therapist. She really does. She wants to redecorate that house. And I asked myself, with all this money that she's putting into this remodel, did she buy that house? Because I remember when she moved in there, I thought that was a rental, and they said she was paying $9,000 a month for it. Maybe when you rent a house and pay $9,000 a month for it, you can remodel it or redecorate and do whatever you want to the walls. I don't know. Anyway, she says that she wants to make the house her home. She wants to make it look like her. She wants to feel comfortable there. And she tells the therapist about the situation that happened with Sutton on the bus. And can I also say, Erica looks gorgeous in her confessionals. She looks amazing. And not only that, did you guys hear that Erica is going to be Roxy Hart again? Honey, now listen, the people of Chicago have reached out to Erica, and starting in January, she will be back on the Broadway stage as Roxy Hart. Congratulations to Erica. So she talks to her therapist, and she says that she believes that Sutton has a personality disorder, and she thinks that she also has a personality disorder, but that Sutton triggers her. Then she brings up the fact that Sutton threw a pajama pizza party for Kyle because of the situation she's in, and this woman had the nerve to say that she was pretty upset that the girls didn't do the same for her when she started her divorce. And you know what? This is when I say thank you for therapists who keep it real. Her therapist said, wait a minute. They didn't give you a pizza party because your divorce was not clean. There was way too much going on, and you didn't make it better by the way you treated those women, the way you would not return those earrings, the way you were not giving sympathy to these victims. You weren't getting a pizza pajama party. No, ma'am. These girls was not about to rally around you. Not at all. Her behavior was ridiculous. The therapist told her, she said, maybe if you speak to the girls and give them the honest, sincere apology that they deserve for that behavior that you were exhibiting towards them, maybe then they'll give you a pizza party. She says maybe after she finishes remodeling the house, she'll have a party and invite the girls over. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Remodel your place, order some pizza, have some pajamas, and apologize for your behavior. They'll give you some love and support. I mean, really? I can't believe she is still in the same place where she thinks that she is owed some sort of apology. Girl, if you don't go to hell on. Kyle has a mini pony at her Denim and Diamonds events. And I said, well, you could have just borrowed Lisa Vanderpump's pony if you hadn't have treated her like shit. Erica says, I haven't ridden a bull since my great grandma's funeral, and it was such a good time. And I said, well, shit. We've never had a bull at a funeral. I didn't know we was doing funerals wrong. No cat. We don't have any bulls at a funeral. Not at all. Then we see Camille. Kyle has brought Camille here to the party. And I'm telling you right now, where was Faye? We didn't see Faye. But anyway, I think that Kyle purposely brought Camille to this party so that Camille could try to harass Dorit. I don't know why I think that. I'm so damn rude. Camille tells Kyle, she says that she's here for her. She understands what's going on. These men are going through a midlife crisis, and then they're out here partying, living their best lives, having women. And Kyle has the nerve to say that she thinks Camille is projecting because her situation and Camille's situation are not the same. The hell they not. Okay. Her husband went through a midlife crisis and got him a young woman. Your husband is going through a midlife crisis and he got him a young woman. Okay, it's pretty much the same damn thing. And if you listen to the word on the streets, Mauricio has been getting him some younger women a long time. The only difference is you and Mauricio have been able to be cordial, whereas Kelsey cut Camille's ass off instantly. Jennifer Tilly shows up and she is hilarious. She says that she's got fabulous clothes, fabulous jewelry, and if she wants to wear all of it over to the local Starbucks, she is. Do it. Okay, so be it. Wear what you want. Dorit shows up and she is looking fabulous. She says that she is wearing vintage couture from head to toe. Her Western look was beautiful. I don't know if that's Western chic, Western modern, Western, I don't know. It was cute. Bose just got back from Brazil with her daughter. I thought that was so funny when she said that every year she takes her daughter somewhere amazing for her birthday. However, her daughter each year has to present a presentation as to where they should go, and then she has to approve it. I said, that's boss moves right there. She is teaching her daughter something and she's being rewarded. I love that. Bose, she is definitely giving boss energy, and I'm here for it. Garcel decides that she's going to get a tattoo, 1111, which are her favorite numbers. I guess they're angel numbers. Bose said that she was thinking about it, but she didn't know what she should get. And Garcel said, boss bitch, or something like that. I don't know. It was cute to see them laughing and joking. But however, while they were sitting there getting the tattoos, Garcel tells Sutton that PK has been texting Kyle. Sutton really didn't give a shit. She said, well, Kyle and Dorit haven't really been getting along, and maybe Kyle is closer to PK than she is Dorit. And Garcel says, not me, girl. If you are my friend, you are not texting my ex. She's not here for it. Somebody is going to tell Dorit that PK is texting Kyle. It's going to be a problem. So at some point, Bose, Dorit, and Kyle are having a conversation, and they were talking about what happened on the bus. And Bose says, oh gosh, are we allowed to have this conversation without the rest of the girls? Do we need to have a tribal council? She says, I don't understand why 2 people cannot just talk, or 3 people can't talk without everybody having to be included. And they showed the flashback of all of them talking, and Garcel bringing up that they felt left out because Bose and Dorit was talking. And Bose said, listen, sometimes the conversation isn't for everyone. You don't know, what we're talking about. You don't have to be a part of it. She says, I'm not used to this. This doesn't make sense. Why do we always have to be together to talk about something? And why does it seem like Sutton is trying to be the leader of the group? And that is what it seems like. Instead of coming up with a storyline and telling your life, didn't we see in the blogs that her store is now closed? Talk about your business. Why is it closed? Why are you trying to be the leader of this group?
I do appreciate the sisterhood moment. I really do. And I think that it's sincere. You're volatile.
I don't think she meant it as a compliment. I think she meant it as a put down, but I do think it is a good description of Sutton.
It's inconsistent. It's great, and then it gets flipped on its head.
No, I'm truthful. Hang on. Then I will talk in a very soft voice.
Just talk normal. Just don't raise your voice.
I'm going to talk normal for you. Reed, you sometimes don't listen.
But that's 10 years. She ain't never going to listen.
We've been trying to get Dorit to shut up for years.
My point was that we can be honest.
Then lead by example.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to speak. If hush tones help you, I am trying to.
This is not genuine.
I am trying.
And this is not kind. And this is not real.
This is as real as it gets.
Is it? Is it really real? Okay, baby. No.
When you start doing that.
No.
Come on, son. Listen, you're angry, and you're not angry at me. You're angry at your life.
Kyle stepping up for Dorit. I don't know. I wasn't ready for that. Kyle said that was a low blow. She agrees that Dorit may be, taking out her anger or her hurt on the group, but that was a low blow, and she would not say that to Dorit right now. The fact that Jennifer Tilly agreed with Erica's assessment of Sutton, that says something. It really does, because they are friends and they are close. I think that Dorit was also right when she made that comment that Sutton cares more about appearing to be sympathetic and empathetic than she really cares about actually being sympathetic and empathetic. I was totally on Dorit's side here. Even though I agree that Sutton sometimes can be volatile, I thought that it was the right message, wrong messenger, because we know for certain that Erica is extremely volatile. We know that for certain. Erica and Garcel both saying she's not going to be quiet. She's not going to listen. We've been telling her to be quiet for years. That cracks me up. They were absolutely right. Dorit is extremely long-winded, and she does do more talking than listening. But I am still Team Dorit. Now, listen, Sutton did mimic Dorit first, and then Dorit started mimicking her, and I said, oh my God. What the hell is going on here? Did Dorit get all the way down to the 3rd grade? She was about to mock the fuck out of Sutton if Erica hadn't stopped it. I said, oh God, Erica, here she is again in a clutch. She is really trying to be the voice of reason this season. Her therapy is working. Did anybody else notice that when Camille was on the show, it said Kyle's friend? That was weird, wasn't it? I never thought I would see Camille listed as Kyle's friend.
You're not wrong. My life sucks right now. I am not in a good place at all. And I have zero tolerance for more bullshit. It's as simple as that. How's that for transparent? What else?
But you know what can I say? Then we also can't weaponize in moments of vulnerability.
Who's weaponizing?
You just did, though.
Yeah.
Recognize that.
I'm sorry to butt in now, especially Dorit and I
Honey,
went
you were
to
a total
blows.
to me.
You
In
called
one
me a
moment, I called you stupid.
Once upon a time, I regretted calling Camille a CU. Now, I feel like Camille's a stupid
You always need a moment.
Hands on hold.
What are you doing here? You need a moment?
You are still condescending. Did feel bad for you the first day I met you at my house. When you came to my house with her.
My name is Erica. My name is Erica.
I tell you what, Dorit did not come to play. She was serious. When Sutton made that comment about her life, she said, you are absolutely right. And what? Next. You know what I mean? She was like, what you got now? What you got now? Yes, my life is falling apart, but that doesn't mean I have to put up with your bullshit. Now, like I said before last week regarding Kyle has some shit going on with her, but it doesn't give her the right to take it out on other people. It also, same goes for Dorit. It doesn't give you the right to take it out on other people. However, in this situation, I feel as if Sutton was asking for it. She threw herself in this and she did not need to do that. All I can tell is Dorit is standing on business. Okay, she is not fooling around at all. I don't know what the hell is going on, but Dorit has been arguing and fussing with people every episode this season so far. And so far, every episode, she has been clearing the shit out of everybody. Now, when Bose taps into the conversation, I said, wait a minute, Bose has clocked in. She is officially in the conversation. She says, you take the horrible things that is happening to somebody's life and turn it back around, sharpen it, and stick them with it. She said, oh, that's war. Absolutely out of bounds. That is for sure. Don't do that, especially when you're the one sitting over here with your ribbons talking about sisterhood. Don't do that. Bose says you cannot weaponize someone's moments of vulnerability. Now, Camille? No, ma'am. Clearly, you were waiting for a moment. Like Dorit said, did you need a moment? What are you doing here? She called that woman to see you next Tuesday. Not once, not twice, but 3 times, I believe. So she took Camille down effortlessly. I laughed my ass off when Camille acted as if she didn't know who Erica was. You know she did that on purpose, and she may not want to play with Erica. You see what happened to Denise Richards when she thought she was going to fool with Erica. She knows exactly who Erica was. Erica even called her to see you next Tuesday. I cracked up when I saw that in her confessional. Garcel did jump in a little bit, and she told them it's not a competition. you know, we've all been through something. So I think she was probably a little team Dorit there. Calm down, Camille. Calm down. Camille just didn't have any comeback. Talking about Dorit taking pictures, having her little photo shoots, keeping all the rest of the women waiting. And Dorit leaned over and she was like, and what? So what? So in other words, she don't give a shit about the rest of the cast waiting on her while she takes her photo shoots. So what? However, did anybody notice that when Dorit and Camille were going back and forth, Dorit started yawning. Then she started rolling her eyes. She was doing a lot. I don't know, you guys. I like this Dorit. Dorit, she doesn't forget much. She has been very clear. She has stated how she feels. She has let all of them know that she is not here for the bullshit. She's not taking any more shit. She's going through enough shit at home. So she's not about to fool around with these ladies here. It's not about to happen. Anyway, I'm Team Dorit here. Get down in the comments, you guys. Are you Team Sutton or Team Dorit? And until next time, bye.